Once upon a midnight dreary. Yes, I have been inspired by Edgar Allan Poe. So let's get started. First off, we're going to go on and do our cheeks because our eyeliner is going to run over the cheek area and we're going to want that done. All you need is something to make a straight edge across your cheek area. And I took the lipstick Rocker Red. It's just a really strong red. I'm going to take it across my cheek area. Try to line it up with the other side. Okay. And you don't have to do this side. You could just do one side and leave one side with cheek color. And I'm gonna blend. Okay, once you've got that color blended, it's not gonna look finished yet. You haven't put the shading in and powdered over it yet, so it's still gonna look kind of strong. But you want to blend all the way up to the top of the forehead and all the way down underneath the cheekbone. Then to set that, because it will smudge, you will be hot and it will run down your face if you don't set it with something. I'm going to use spiced wine from Clinique. And I'm going to set it. Then I'm going to take Totally Neutral from Clinique and take the darkest shade on a little fluff brush, and using that sharp edge again, I'm gonna cut in and then blend. Okay. Once you've got a darker gray blended in underneath it, it's still gonna look like crazy. But I'm going to do a fix in NW15, which is my shade. Darker skin tones probably will not even have to do this, but it just looks crazy wild on me because I'm so pale. And then I'm going to take it on a little fluffer, and I'm going to powder. And this is a full coverage powder, and it will subdue the brightness a little bit. We're going to take black ground paint pot because we're wanting this to stick. We're wanting it to be very bold. So you're going to take it with your finger. I just use my finger and blend. Once you've got that on in a shape that you are satisfied with, I mean, I'm just giving you an idea. You can do it in any shape, any way you want. Then we are going to foil an eyeshadow. I'm using silver eyeshadow from CoverGirl. I'm using Equate Artificial Tears from Wal Mart. You can use water, you can use eye drops, anything like that. And I'm going to put it directly on the eyeshadow because this is an eyeshadow I only use at Halloween, so I don't care if it gets mucky or messy. And then I'm going to take these throwaway little eyeshadow ones, and it's going to feel very wet and very weird at first. You just got to kind of let it. Once you have gotten that on in the shape you are most satisfied with, you're going to have to wait. You will feel once that eyeshadow has dried, you're going to go back with a little bit of the dry eyeshadow and just make sure that everything is covered and full, and that it feathers out and it gradiates out and blends outward. Okay? Okay. Now, MAC Black Russian Eyeliner. And using my reference, it has little hatch marks in the feathers. So we're going to go anchor your hand on a table by your elbow. Put your elbow down so you can go back and forth like a windshield wiper with it. Look in a mirror that is directly in front of your face so you're not having to angle weird. And then starting up over my eyebrow, I'm just going to make a hatch mark right there. See that little hatch mark? And then I'm going to come up a little bit higher and make another one. And another one. Just do it quickly. Don't think about it. Just do it. I'm going to come down the nose and draw in my line here. I'm wanting it to appear like a beak, like a raven beak. You don't have to do that, but I just thought it was cool looking. Okay, and then I'm going to color it in. Now, it should be totally filled in. Then, what I'm going to do, to have a little bit of contrast and to see like little marks inside the feathers to make it look even more feathery, I'm going to take eyeliner brush, and I have a little bit of Reflex from L'Oreal, and I'm going to take it, put it on your brush, tap it off because it's going to have to fall out. Then anchor your elbow once again, and starting right up over that eyebrow, I'm going to draw a line down the middle. The quill part of the feather, the middle part, you just take it, pull it straight out. Try to keep these lines as thin as possible. Then I'm going to come around to where some of these hatch marks are and just put, no, they're not hatch marks, they're like little jagged lines. And then I'm going to just put some more of that white reflex near the feathery part. I'm going to line my eye and do my tight line and my water line, and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I added a little bit to that eye underneath, and I made a feathery type shape underneath it. I just felt like it would look better, and I was sitting here waiting on the eyelash glue to dry, and I drew it in. I also drew in the lines on my nose to make them more at a point, more like a beak. Now I've got some eyelash glue on this big old feather eyelash, if you can see how big it is. And I'm going to try to stick it more on the outer edge because I want it to out your feathers. And whoa, they're like, lips are going to be done in my black Russian, and I'm again going to use my Cyber lipstick.